Howdy folks, welcome back. This is episode number 45, and as promised I did return to the merchant over at Tegix, which I think is right there, and sell a bunch of items, so we're under 50 out of 100 now. I think it's like 45 or so. And then I quick traveled back here, made my way back to roughly where we left off. I actually found a few more little camps on the way, but I just defeated them off screen since they weren't really interesting. It was basically what we spent the whole last episode doing, so figured you'd seen enough of that for one lifetime. I know I have. Yeah, I guess that's about it. I did remember that I have some of those shield consumable things that I probably should have used instead of dying last time, but didn't remember that at the time. So, alright, let's continue up this cliff here and make our way towards those next few objectives. Little too sharp of a turn there. It is kind of funny how when you're not in a rugged terrain mode, like even the tiniest inclines mess up the Nomad. I see a memory ahead. Scan successful. Establishing a settlement on build requires minimum viability of 40%. Ours is at 27. So I guess we completed the quest automatically by finding an area for an outpost.
Pathfinder, this location could support an outpost, but
Good.
The planet is not yet viable.
Well, we'll have to keep working on that then. Only 13% more to go. I suspect it's possible to get that high even without doing the main quest, but obviously the easiest way by far is doing the main quest.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Yeah, we'll definitely take some time going back to the Hyperion and the Nexus and even the Tempest after we're done with Bold, since it has been a while at this point. What is this thing? Is it a trap? Is it something useful? I have no idea. Is it a cache? Or is it an outpost site? I can't really see what I'm on. I think it's an outpost site is what it is. So this is where our outpost will be. I hate when sometimes that happens, like I can't scroll out, like it just freezes. Yeah, it's just like a glitch, like it won't let me scroll out any further than this. Yeah, whatever. Let's see if I go right back in again. It still doesn't really work. It must be something with the terrain or something. Like I can scroll in, but I can't scroll back out. Did I mess up my key bindings at some point? I don't know. I'll look into them later on, but not my biggest concern at the moment. Alright, so our next quest is going to be... See, it still does that. It is starting to annoy me, actually. Some minerals down here I guess we can go and get. We can grab that monolith and that forward station, and then maybe loop back around here. Sounds like a plan to me. Let's put my waypoint behind there too, just so we don't get confused. And once again, I think we have a bit of a voyage in front of us. I'm sure we'll run into many more random outposts along the way. There's something up ahead. Some wreckage maybe? Try to avoid that pit there.
Pathfinder, a remnant site is ahead.
Remnant.
Defense systems may be active.
You think? I did take on one remnant site on my way here. Get rid of the shields first. Wrong ability, whatever. Time to get to cover. Oh, hey, Breacher. Don't want to use those consumables unless I have to, so let's get my shields up first. And I also got another level up, so we definitely should take some time to level up in the near future. That might make taking on these enemies a little bit easier. Maybe I'll invest in some combat points to get my defense up.
Detecting cat technology here. Shooting the device will destroy it.
Should we destroy it though? It says find cover, but I think we've killed them all. Alright, can't scan it. So let's grab our stuff and then we'll shoot it as Sam suggested. I'm gonna use my pistol though just to save ammo. Easier said than done. There we go.
I need more input.
Glad I had my shields at maximum there. Alright. That's all for now. Oh, what is that? Looks like an icy tomb or something. Could potentially be interesting, and it is one of the monoliths. Alright. Oh yeah, I see it. Just covered in snow and ice. And I'm sure there will be more remnant up ahead.
Ambient temperature is normal. Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
Alright. I think this is as far as the Nomad can go. There's one of those pipelines. More than one, in fact. And it's telling me to scan, which means there's got to be something around here somewhere. There's the console. But of course, at this point, we still need some more glyphs. Yeah.
Okay, let's find these glyphs. Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner.
Yeah, I see. Yep, I see one. One glyph, 2 to go. So, did that one lead to there, or is that one going, nope, on top of that thing? So let's see if we can find a way up here. Oh, come on. There we go. No! Oh, too slippery. Maybe I can jump up here. There we go. Hey, that's convenient.
Okay, let's solve this thing.
What is this, though? Oh, it's one of the rocks. That's right, the reason I came here. Oh, so it's a little more complicated now. No row, column, or highlighted shape. But now they're not squares, and it's also a 5x5 grid. Which means it's essentially like a 5-letter Sudoku. Or 5-number. Very interesting. So this one has 2 possibilities. We already know that it can't be... I assume we have enough glyphs. So this one doesn't help us though, because we know it can't be that one. We already know it can't be that one. But this helps us, because we know this square cannot be any of these 3 or that one. Since it's in the same row as this one, in the same shape as these 3. Can't be that. Oh, can be that. That's actually a different one than this guy. Slightly different. And that means, by process of elimination, this one has to be that guy. And then we have a column here, which means, yep, that's the right answer to that one. Okay, what can we do next? Now we're getting a little tricky. These guys... Okay, so it can't be those three and it can't be that one, which leaves only one possibility, which is this one. It's similar to that guy with a little triangle there instead of a line. And that means this one has to be that guy. And okay, so this area 5 here, it's hard to see these lines, but this only has 2 remaining. So it can't be any of these 3, and it also can't be that one. We already have one of those, or it can't be that guy, can't be that guy because of him, but it can be this guy, which means this guy has to be that guy. Hopefully this makes sense to those of you watching. It doesn't just sound like I'm rambling. But it's basically just figuring out which ones it can't be, and then whatever remains has to be the right glyph for that spot. If any of you have played Sudoku, then you obviously know this strategy. So these 2 spots, for example, can't be these 3 because they're in the same group of 5, and they can't be these 3 because they're in the same row. So what can they be? Let's see, this one cannot be that guy. Cannot be that guy because of him. Cannot be that guy because of him. Could be this guy, or it can't be that guy because of him, so it's the one right before that. This guy. And that means this dude is not him, but him. And this is the same one. Nope, that already has that one there. So I'm just going to go through until I find one that's not already in this block, which is this one. Also a little more time consuming once there's 5, but it makes it more challenging. Hopefully they're not all this time consuming, because that could get a little annoying. It's probably that guy because he works there. And that would mean, sorry about that, that guy there. And has to be this one here because that can't be that one there. That's another technique you can use, is that because these 2 can't be this guy here, and this thing needs one of these, it has to be there. And then that leaves us with only one possibility for this row, which is him. And our very last glyph is that one. Alright, I think we got it. Yay!
We did it. Well, you did it.
Didn't see any XP pop up, but I really do hope we get some kind of reward for doing it the real way, and not just using our encryption keys every time, because that would be stupid if there wasn't some benefit to doing it the real way. But okay, I guess we figured out this monolith. Was there any other quests in this area? No, not really. Okay, I gotta figure out the zoom thing. It's gotta be a key binding they changed with the update, because I did get a message that said it recommended resetting to default key bindings, but I definitely was not going to do, because those were really annoying. But, game settings. But I feel like something with the zoom got messed up. Where's our map? Consumables. Galaxy map UI. I think these categories are also new as well. They used to be just stacked. Menu confirm. Menu scroll up. I don't want the scroll though, I want the zoom. Okay, world map pan. I don't want the pan, I want the zoom. So it's as if they're not set. Cannot bind mouse wheel to this input, so I can't zoom in or out using the mouse wheel? Seriously? For one thing, I was doing it before just fine. That's incredibly dumb. Like, what else would you use to zoom in and out on... Alright, well, let's choose, I don't know, an arrow key? The action, I don't... Okay, fine. I don't even know what those are. Navigate up and down. But I need to use some key, and I can't use the mouse wheel, so we'll go with that. Oh, no, I want And after hitting escape 500,000 times, see the zoom, it still zooms in, it just doesn't zoom out. Yeah, I gotta use the arrow keys now, which is monumentally dumb. Like every game in the world uses, and every application uses the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. The fact that you can't find it here is just completely asinine. But whatever. We've got more important things to worry about. Alright. And now I can't click and drag? Clicking just... Sorry, if you can't tell, this is really annoying me because I can't use my map at all. Okay, well I'm going to have to play around with this between episodes. Because I don't want to spend the whole episode trying to figure this thing out. But I can't quick travel anywhere if I can't see where to quick travel to. Maybe we should just go this way because we haven't gone to this area yet. So let's not bother quick traveling. Let's head back to the Nomad. If I can find my way out of here. This is that glyph we were at before. There she is. And then we'll head back the way we came in. I do like how they made the this level design. Excuse me, coming through. Thank you. How they put the monolith inside that icy cavern. And there's the connection. I wonder if that landmark is another monolith. Could be that one straight ahead. There's a piece of remnant tech there. Have we been to that one yet? No, this is the one where my waypoint was. At least there's no enemies here. You have the maximum number of stacked items for remnant decryption keys. Oh, okay. Well, I don't really care about that because I'm not really using them anyway. I prefer actually doing the puzzles. And I don't think there's anything else really here. Nope, nothing to see here. Alright, well, onward to the monolith. Let's see where it is on the map. Okay, so it's the direction we need to go in anyway. It's these two guys right here. And there's something over here. Well, this is really frustrating. While we're in the area, let's go check that out. I feel like this is probably one of those things that like nobody but me actually has an issue with, but I really do. Like, for a game this size, the user interface should be extraordinarily user-friendly. And the fact that it won't let you bind the mouse wheel to the zoom in and out is one thing. And I don't understand. Like, I also don't understand why I was no longer able to pan normally. Like, I didn't change anything that should in any way affect that, and yet somehow it did.
Pathfinder, I'm picking up some unusual readings from the nearby remnant site. You may wish to investigate.
Well, I will investigate it, but I doubt it's anything unusual. It's probably going to be the exact same thing we've seen 1,000 times at this point. A bunch of remnant guarding what is essentially nothing. Getting low on ammo again, too. Wow, that like 1 or 2 shots took down all my shields. I only have 7 bullets left.
Sorry, Cat Mine. Not your day.
Oh, jeez. See, like, as soon as you run out of ammo, they can just do anything they want to you, and you're almost powerless to stop them. Okay, that's the last of them. Container. Console that we can't use. Some remnant polymers, so at least that's something. But yeah, as I predicted, nothing really that unusual or interesting. I remember the days playing Morrowind, where it kind of had the same idea. You were almost a Tomb Raider, literally in some cases, raiding pirate coves and ruins and ancient tombs and all kinds of cool dungeons. But each of those things was a little different. Each of them had interesting traps and interesting loot and things to find there, different layouts. So it never really felt repetitive. In a lot of games these days, Andromeda being a good example, it's the exact same structure. They just plop down 20 times with the exact same enemies inside. Literally this entire game, all I've really fought is primarily Ket and a couple remnants, and I guess we had those raiders back on Havarl, but it really hasn't been that much diversity. And you would think in a game of this size and magnitude they would have like 20 or 30 different types of enemies instead of just 3. Even the earlier games in the trilogy had more diversity than that. And sure, you faced a lot of Geth in the first game, but there were other enemies as well. And a large part of that, I expect, is just because of the plot of the game. We're in a whole different galaxy, and they've only introduced 2 new species here. And at least at this point in the plot, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to be fighting your own species that came with us. So that kind of limits their options. But then again, it's also kind of their fault for not introducing more species in this galaxy. It is a little disappointing that we've faced this brand new horizon and all these new planets, and yeah, we've only actually met 2 different species, one friendly, one unfriendly. But I do feel like I'm kind of complaining a lot this episode, so I'll try to be more positive from here on out. Hopefully I'll have some things to be more positive about. On the bright side, we are almost at the next monolith. And there's a camp over there that I'm going to ignore. Maybe we'll stop there on our way out. Did Ryder just compliment himself on his own driving skills? Definitely sounded like that. Almost there. The question is, where is the command console? Here we go. Don't see any enemies here. What is that thing? Just one of those data cores. Alright. Another one of those 5x5s. It seems like they might all be this way from now on, or even more complicated potentially.
Scanning will reveal the missing glyphs.
Yep, I've done this before, Sam.
Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner.
Many times. I do like how they still feel the need to have like Ryder say that though, as if players haven't figured it out by now. And it's an interesting system, I will give them that, but it does kind of get old after doing it like a dozen times. Ah, come on. Alright, can't get up that way. I could try to drop down from above, but I'm not sure that's what we're supposed to do. Let's try this other one first, and then we'll come back to that guy. Can I climb up here? Jump, Ryder, jump! Use that jetpack. Alright, that's not happening. What about over this way? There we go. What do you know? Right where I started. And in fact, I can probably jump over there from this one. Yep. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
That should do it.
Although actually, fun fact, Neil Armstrong messed up that line. It was supposed to be one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind, which makes a lot more sense. It always confused me. I was like little and I heard that line. It was like, man and mankind are synonymous, are they not? And once I heard that or read that it was supposed to be a man, it's like, okay, that actually would have been better. And I think at one point he claimed that like it was just the static in the audio that cut off the word a, and he'd actually said it, but they checked it out and there was no loss of reception. He just messed up the line. But, oh well, it happens. Time to access the monolith. Alright, so this is going to be a little challenging, but nothing we can't solve. Okay, so this one here has... See, these two are duplicates. Okay, so there's 5 different possibilities. It can't be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we can solve this one. It has to be that guy, which means that one has to be that guy. What else can we solve? Not this one for sure. Not yet. Possibly this one? No, not that one. Maybe this one? I see 1, 2, 3, 4 that it can't be. And that leaves only one possibility, which would be, again, that guy. And therefore this one must be him. And let's see, how about you? I see 1, 2, 3, and 4 that this one can't be, which means it can be you. Therefore, it must be you. And that one has to be that one. They should make one of these puzzles be diagonally. That would be interesting. Not sure how that would work, though. Or if that would even work. Okay, so this one has 3 down. I can probably figure out this one. Yeah, in fact, I definitely can. Can't be you, can't be you, can be you, and in fact must be you. And that means you must be that one. And that means you have to be that one. And that tells us this guy has to be that one. Nope, can't be that one actually, because that guy's there, and that guy's there. Can't be him. Has to be him. Therefore this one can't be you, can't be you, can't be you. Can and must be you. And this guy is that one. And that means that has to be him. Once you start getting going, everything just kind of falls into place. Alright, that's him. Nope, wait, that can't be him because of that. Crap, did I mess up? I must have, because based on these 4, this last one has to be this guy, and yet it can't be simultaneously because that guy's here. Crap. Is that a simple fix? Is one of these guys wrong? That guy... I mean, these two can be flipped. Nope, that one can't be there. That one has to be correct. Because... well, assuming this one is correct. See, that's the thing. Everything's based on an assumption at that point. I was doing so well. Should I just restart? I hate to waste your guys' time, but it might be easier to restart than to go back and see what I did wrong. Yeah, because this row has to have one of... This has to be correct, actually. Wait, it can't be. No, okay, I was going to say... Alright, let me think about this a second. Yeah, we just gotta... I'm just going to restart. Sorry, but I must have made a mistake somewhere. And I'm sure if you guys look closely, or you might have just noticed as I was going, but once you make one mistake, that's why you should always do Sudoku with a pencil or an erasable pen? Alright, so once again, let's start with, can't start with that one. We can start with, not that one, we can start with this one. Yes. So that one has to be him because it can't be 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are all different. It can't be either, any one of those. So this one can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, which means it has to be him, which means this guy must be him. I think I solved this guy next, didn't I? So let's see. He can't be any of those three. And I can't solve this one yet. This one I definitely can, though. No, I passed it. It's that one. Alright, what does that leave us with? This dude? Can't be any of these three. Those are duplicates. That doesn't tell us anything then. How about you? Nope, because this guy is a duplicate of that guy. Where do we go from here? This guy can't be... No, I already tried that one. It's tempting because there's 3 here and 3 here, but they're all duplicates. So it doesn't tell us anything at all. What about you? You can't be 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Again, they're duplicates going both ways. It doesn't help us at all. One of these has to be solvable. What about you? Ooh, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this guy is definitely solvable then. Because it can't be him, 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 or him, and those are all different. Therefore, it must be him, right? Can't be him, can't be him, can't be him, can't be him. Yes, has to be you. And that tells us... Does it tell us this guy? No. Does it tell us this guy? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it can't be any of these 3, and it can't be that one. So, it's definitely that one. Maybe I misread one of these lines, because some of them are hard to see. Actually, this one already had a 4 anyway, so it definitely had to be that one. And we still can't solve this one yet. How about you? Yeah, you can't be these 3, and you can't be that one. But you can be this one, which means this one has to be that one. And now we're getting closer. Let's see, can I solve this guy yet? Nope, still duplicates. This guy has to be solvable though, because I already have all 4 of these guys here. So it's him, which means you are him, which means you are him, and therefore you are that one. And you are that one. And you are that one. Alright, sorry this took so long. But I think we have finally found the right answer. Just doubly making sure. Yeah. Yay! Oh, that green text never looked so good. 2 monoliths down. 1 to go. And then we'll have access to a vault. Oh, not again. This is so annoying, it's just like comic at this point. Okay, well, my waypoint is kind of in the wrong place, but good enough to get us there. I saw a cache and I saw another quest. Even though I couldn't really see what quest it was. Where did I leave the Nomad? It's that way, it says. Probably walked right past it. Oh, it was upstairs, right? Yep, I see it. Alright, so I need to climb up there, which I did once, so I can do it again. That follows logically. At least theoretically. Yay, there we go. Good old Nomad. I'm just glad that these remnant monoliths are all safe areas. Whoa, that was bad. Otherwise there would be a time limit on there before you freeze to death. We actually need to go the other way. Also really glad that the Nomad is pretty much indestructible. From an environmental standpoint at least. Alright. A nice clear route ahead. And looks like we'll have to save the last monolith until the next episode, but I want to grab this cache and this other quest, and then we'll call it a day. It is getting a little late here, but I did get up pretty late today. Slept in a while since it was the weekend. So I should be good for one or two more.
His family may want whatever's on it.
Didn't really hear what they said, but
Nice work.
probably would not have remembered anyway. And the cache is right to my left. What is this? Find other battle sites. Okay. Well, I'll do that in a second. Cache has got to be right inside these rocks. Yeah, there it is. Ooh, Mark IV. Might want to equip that for those 6% better shields. Didn't seem like they would make much of a difference, but I definitely feel squishier. What is this? Is this the quest I was looking for? Don't think it is. I'll let you guys read that. Can't be too much farther. Is that the same bridge? Yeah, it is. Oh, maybe that datapad was the quest? I guess it was. Once again, I can't scroll out. Alright, well, I'm going to fix these key bindings. And we still have another monolith down here, and a forward station. So we will go to those in the next episode, but I'm going to cut the tape here, and I will catch you guys later.